Hello, all my amazingly beautiful zodiac friends. My name is Libra Empress, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite readers. This guy is amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing. His name is Tyler, and his channel is Tyler's Tarot, right? He's got, over 600, was it 600? Hold on. I want to make sure my facts. Oh, no. 425,000 subscribers, right? And he posts every fucking day. And he deals with so many asshats, it's ridiculous. And they all tell him one thing that he hates hearing. And the thing that my beautiful friend Tyler hates hearing is it's not my story. Well, if it's not your story, then don't post it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I think some people like to say that to get him riled up. And he has questioned why anybody watches him. But what he doesn't understand is that he's got such a beautiful soul. And he's got a filthy mouth. Let's be honest here. That's why I love him. Actually, when I first started watching him, every time I watched a Libra reading, he was always nasty about Libras. And I'm like, God, like, does he not like Libras? I think he doesn't like Libras. And then I was talking to my other tarot reader friend. I'm not going to tell you who it is. But she's like, oh, no, he does that to Virgos too. I'm like, whew. So he's very... I guess it depends on the stupidity of each reading, right? But I wanted him to know that I'm so glad that he is safe and he paid attention to his intuition. I'm so glad that he posts every day to let us know how he's doing. He's amazing, inside and out. And this video is dedicated to him. My background here, with all the horror icons, he loves horror. I really wish he would have messaged me back. I was on a video, I don't know, a couple months ago. I saw all of his stuff in the background, and I'm like, God, I wish you had a PlayStation 4. I totally get a kick on playing fucking Friday 13th with you or something, right? He has a way of bringing a smile to everyone's face. And he doesn't know that. That's why a lot of people love him, because he's real. He's honest, and he works his ass off to bring people a good reading every day. I think he overworks. You know, he just came back from vacation, but even on vacation, he was pumping out readings like hardcore, right? And I want him to know how appreciative we all are of him and that we love him. And if you haven't seen him yet, do subscribe. He's amazing. Okay, there's very few readers out there that are really great, and I will only post good things about them on this channel. But I wanted to do something for my beautiful friend, Tyler. Oh, and if Tyler, you are watching this, find me on Facebook Messenger. I have a tarot reader friend who wants to ask you a question, but she's afraid that you won't respond because, you know, you're so famous. And you know how it is when you're famous that people don't, they get shy and they don't have the courage to talk to you because they think that you're unattainable, you know. But you are the most realist human being I know. And I'm sure that talking with her wouldn't be too bad, you know. She's also a well-known tarot reader on Facebook too. Or not Facebook, YouTube. Sorry, I went stupid there. Alright, I'm going to do something for you that I don't think anybody else does for you. And this is out of appreciation. Okay? So I read my cards a little bit different. You might actually like my cards. Or at least my one set of cards. I don't know if you'd like Jane Austen. I mean, maybe the zombie version? I wish I had the zombie version. That would be cool. Alright. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, my beautiful friend. Let's talk about past, present, and possible future, right? And then I got the bottom of this deck. Okay, right before you, you've got three piles, past, present, and possible future. That's the basic three-card spread, right? But I've altered mine to adding 3 clarifier cards per each one. T Y L All right. In your past, I see that you were moving along away from all that mental anguish, right? You had a very indecisive situation. I see you were possibly dealing with a Queen of Swords, or you stepped into her energy. Now, she didn't. This is how I perceive her, okay? She was not born into royalty. She did not marry into royalty. She wasn't handed the mantle. No, her and the King of Swords in my tarot deck, which is a zombie tarot deck, built their empire from the ground up. And that's exactly what you did. You didn't let anything hold you back, and I'm proud of you. And you expanded. You were on the move, traveling and whatnot. Your current energy tells me that you're working your ass off. And you know what? I see it daily. I see that you got an extra pep in your step. Starting fresh, releasing all that baggage, right? Starting on a new journey. But I do see this. I see that you had a loss of a situation, a loss of a loved one or a situation, right? Now, there are people around you who see what you're going through, right? You post it daily. But they don't understand what you're going through because they are not you. There is only one you, Tyler, in this whole wide world. And you are so beautiful. But you're going through this grief, and you have to go through this grief, and it's for a reason, and it's affecting you deeply. All right? And it's because you're on your own journey. Now, there are people who see you. You're right here behind the tree. If you don't know what this, look up the Five of Cups on my channel. All right? I've got a little video. It's in my zombie tarot deck. I just like introduced the cards and their stories. But right here behind the tree above them too is a guy watching them, right? It's a dead guy. But between him and the tree, you can see a nun. So you're being watched by not only the dead, but your guardian angel, your ancestors, and God, divine, whoever you pray to, all right? They're watching you, and you're not alone, okay? At times, when the camera shut off, you feel alone. You're not. There's so many people who love and respect you and cherish you, all right? Now, this is the Knight of Swords. In my deck, that's bold. What does it say? Basic. Bold, ego, lack of emotion. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something about him. You could have been stepping in his energy, or someone could have been coming your way. I imagine him as such. Okay, Okay, let's throw you into it. Okay, say you're the ocean, right? You're all calm, cool, collective. Sunny day. Beating on you. You can hear the seagulls. The sound of the ocean is like deafening, right? You've been right up to the ocean. I know you have. Well, out of the corner of your eye, you see this little itty bitty cloud, and as it gets closer, it starts to expand, right? And suddenly, the wind shifts, and it starts to get really windy and rainy, and there's electricity filtering from the cloud to you, the water, and back up. And it's like crazy, and you're just like wondering, God, when will this ever end? Like, this is horrible, right? Well, as soon as it came, it left. Now, are you the same body of water you were before that? Oh, hell fucking no. No, you weren't. You have been altered, changed, or you did that to someone else. It could have been a good thing or a bad thing. But you're definitely not the same. You're not the same person you were before this reading, during this reading, or after. You have evolved. And you will continue to evolve, and that's amazing. You are amazing. And your possible future, not set in stone. I see that you are waiting for something. And I know it can't be your Tessie the Tesla, because that just came in. But I do see, okay, so you're going to be prospering independently, okay? Now, you are being given a new beginning. Now, this card in my tarot deck, what's great about him is this could be, the basic Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, right? New beginning, responsibility. This could be a person. I don't know if this is a person or what. What I do know is that in your tarot deck is someone who, and it could even be you, want to start a new beginning. But in your tarot deck, it tells that they're like Google Assistant, right? You need help with rent, you need help with a job, you need help with food on the table. Boom, they got it all. They're amazing, right? Maybe that's you projecting yourself onto people, helping them, because you're very selfless. It doesn't, you know, at times you feel like maybe, you know, I'm not living up to who I want to be, but you're perfect just the way you are. Okay. Possible future, I see that there are lots of people talking to you while you're sleeping and while you're awake. This is the dead, your ancestors, guardian angels, divine God, you name it. They're talking to you while you're sleeping. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? Because there are symbols, stories being played out. You're like, okay, imagine, okay, look at your phone, right? Basically, which is ironic because my phone has you on it right now, okay? So when it's turned off, you know, it's just sitting there. You know, you plug it in and it's charging. I mean, it's not fully turned off, okay? It's just the screen's turned off and it's charging. Well, that's what you do while you're sleeping. You're like an open Wi-Fi signal, and you're catching all kinds of messages, and everybody's trying to talk to you at once, and it's fucking boggling your mind. Like, I think at times you're just kind of flabbergasted. But when you wake up, write that shit down, okay? Because you're meant to get those messages for a reason. Definitely. You're meant to get them for a reason. Let's talk about the fourth pile. This is all the energy between past, present, and possible future. I see you being confident and working your ass off. Now, you could also be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, right? I don't even remember what your sign is. It's how long. I just pay attention to the Libra readings. But, you're like, yeah, Libra, you're such a bitch, Libra. I am, okay? Let's be honest here. I do see there's a lot of group effort in regards to your finances. Now, I don't know where these lay. This is a puzzle. You know better than I do, right? You're at a crossroads, or you were. You were in mini hermit mode where you're resting, recovering, licking your wounds, you know, dealing with a lot of bullshit. And you're dealing in a possibly, I always call him the player card because in my deck, he's the fucking player card, right? That's his story. He's romantic, adventurous, moody. You give your heart to him, and then suddenly he's like, I'm gonna take your heart, and with a switch of a, you know, a click of a switch, he just fucking changes his attitude, his mood, and skips out with your heart. And I don't like that energy, and I get it. You know, you don't want to deal with people like that. That's bullshit. Maybe that's something that happened in the past. Maybe that's just a flaky friend, or maybe you're just in a romantic mood, or dealing with a moody Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I don't know. You know better than I do. Bottom of the deck, you know, you are keeping your emotions under control. You're so damn good at it. You really are. Especially when you want to, like, bitch slap someone through the monitor. But you can't because they're not there and you don't want to break your tech, right? So you're just like banging on your table. I don't mind you banging on your table, honestly. Now, I do see you releasing all that mental anguish and moving on to calmer waters. That's the bottom of the decks, right? You're definitely moving on. Imagine, okay, what's great about this one, I always think of this, okay, it's stupid, but some I think of. I think of if you take a fucking snow shovel and you climb up into your head, right? And then you're over there and you see those boxes labeled drama, anxiety, 10-year conversation that keeps rolling through my head, and you take that snow shovel and scoop that shit up and huck it out your fucking left eardrum. You're making space for the great things to come. Yeah. I do see that you are awakening to a new hopeful beginning. And that's amazing. Sorry about the background noise. I have a small child and a cat who's an asshat who chases him. But I want you to know that I love you. Okay? And you don't hear that enough. I know you don't. But you are so loved and appreciated. Thank you for everything you do on your channel and for everybody. I'm speaking not just for myself, but for everybody who, you know, watches you. 400 and what? 425,000 people. They look up to you and they appreciate you. Not all of them show it at times, but you know what? You're amazing. Okay, keep doing you. All right, and message me when you can, if you can. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hope and expect it, but you know, if it doesn't happen, that's okay. All right. It's just I have a tarot reader friend who's Who wants to ask you a question, a private question, from one chat reader to the next. I don't know what her question is, honestly. But I love you. Stay safe. Happy holidays, alright? Bye, my beautiful friend. Bye.